Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington football team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while control.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
They go play action now. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike Fofo. Hey, man. Hey, Sal. Watch the boot. 44 is the mic. 45.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? Black 25. Check. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. 44. 45.
Now it's Ryan.
Don't say nothing.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Base. 44. Mike, 44. Let's put him on the buses.
To the right side, this is Taylor. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Ready. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Good. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I got you, boy.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
I'm coming.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, You got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Man, I got you. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Gang. Hey, pick your... Hey, Sam. 44. Mike. Space. Rip left. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Right here. Get up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan.
6-man.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan.
Watch QB jump.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis for the homestanding Colts in possession. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
44 is the mic. Watch the run.
54, stop.
Baby, that's baby talk. Shift. Check three.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
44. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, free plays.
Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? On 3rd down, Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11 on the handoff. Taylor, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Get him, boys. Ready. 44's the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
59, ready. 525. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, wait. I smell fear.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Check. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen. Tick. 44's Mike.
From the 38, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
20.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Wait. 44's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught. So the fake works. They caught him off guard, and the game is tied. But Charles, I was going to say the defense probably should have been ready for that since a 2-point conversion tied it like it did. But snapping it from the 15, maybe that was the ultimate element of surprise. They never expected that.
I think you're onto something, truly, because you're supposed to prepare for every eventuality. But who really thinks someone's going to fake it from the 15-yard line with an expectation of getting it into the end zone and picking up 2 points? Not very many people.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
A final shot before half for Wentz. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the option, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Ryan now off the bootleg. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
To throw is Ryan.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
44's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
25. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Here's Ryan to throw.
You don't want it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Bulldozes past him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike's 50. It's just me and you. It's just me. 46 down, man, 5-4. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 38, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Hey, let's get kill.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
He's scared. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Big secret.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are right back in this football game. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
44. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let's go.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Colts on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. 45.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Catch made here by Campbell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Hey, South.
Here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
44, 44.
Ryan to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A big play there on the catch and run. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely. Have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for our team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.